My name is Tamar, and I am so happy to be here with you. I'm excited to share my testimony. Those of you who have watched me or seen me, you know it's been a journey. I have been with Plexus for almost 4 years. In May, it will be 4 years, and it's been above and beyond what I had ever thought, planned, hoped, prayed for. And so my health journey really goes back to when I was around 17 or 18. I was playing sports, I was active in high school, everything was good. But little by little, I started noticing that I couldn't eat whatever I wanted to eat without gaining some weight. I couldn't get away with it anymore. So that led to a long journey of yo-yo dieting. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but for a very long time, I was yo-yo dieting up and down for many, many years, up 5, down 5, and so forth. It was a struggle for me. And then when college came around, that's when I started to a little bit lose control of eating healthy habits and not having the time. Those who are in college, those who are at school, you understand not having the time to eat healthy or make healthier choices or exercise, go to the gym, take a walk, whatever it was. But my health, I was not putting first. So I started to pay the price for that. And soon enough, I was gaining more weight. And then because of the dairy and the carbs and the sugar that I was eating, I started to really break out in acne. And it was horrible during college. And so for that reason, for the first 2 years in school, I probably took a handful of photos. I was really ashamed. I was embarrassed. I was not happy with myself. And then I had to get on some medication that I really didn't want to be on, but it was doctor prescribed. And so I did what I did then, but I knew I didn't want to be on anything that wasn't natural because I knew it was going into my bloodstream and affecting me on the inside. But I was on it for some time, and I just prayed, and I prayed for something else, something that was natural, something that could help me from the inside out, balance out my gut, my digestion, my skin. And so after dealing with the acne, then came the acne scarring. After I was using that medication on my skin, I was left with the scarring. So many struggles throughout that time. And of course, along with that came bloating and inflammation. And then in my 20s, I started to really have low energy. And here I am in my 20s thinking, what is going on with my body? I should be feeling my best in my 20s. But everything was hitting all at once. And so just about a little over 3.5 years ago, I came across Plexus through Sunny, and I just remember thinking and praying that not only at that point was I looking for products that were natural and worked, but also something that I could do from home. At that point, I was a nanny and I loved my job, but I knew it wasn't going to be forever. So I was praying for something that I could do from home, that had the flexibility, that I could do from my phone anywhere I was in the world, traveling. So I just wanted freedom, health freedom and financial freedom. And so enter Plexus, and the very first products that I used was actually the Joyum skincare. So you saw a little bit about that in one of the posts. The Joyum skincare is incredible. The AM and PM serum I used, and for 1 week, in that first week, I noticed that my acne scarring had almost disappeared. It was incredible. The results were super fast. And just like that post said, 90% of people actually notice effects, positive effects within the first week. So that was part of my testimony. That was part of why I just fell in love with Plexus. Then from there, I went on to start using the Triplex. The Triplex was a total game changer for me. So again, quick results for me within probably the first week. One other thing I forgot to note was that in my 20s also, I started to develop dairy intolerant stomach pains. And these were pains that even with the slightest amount of dairy, cheese, ice cream, whatever it was, I started to have these horrible stomach pains that I would have to go to bed and sleep the pain off, hoping and praying that they would be gone by the time I woke up. So it was something I developed later in life, and I made the connection that it had to do with dairy. And so my thought was, oh my, what am I going to do? I love dairy, but I'm having these stomach pains. So I came to a place where I had to make a decision, completely cut out dairy or go to the doctor and figure out what I needed to do. And that's what I did. So I had an allergy test done with the doctor. And it turns out that I wasn't allergic to anything. But he said I was maybe intolerant. And I said, yeah, I am intolerant to dairy. I figured that out. And so long story short, again, I was praying and looking and tried the triplex. And within the first week, I had no idea that this would help me. But in the first week, I noticed that I was no longer having those stomach pains and that I could eat dairy without the pain. And to me, that was such an answer to prayer for so long, dealing with so many things that had to do with what I was eating and how it was affecting me on the outside. So to be able to have that freedom of choice, that freedom to eat what I wanted whenever I wanted was amazing. And so on top of that, my energy started to shift and I was able to have sustained energy throughout the day. I was no longer having those midday crashes. And I just felt way better in my 30s than I did in my 20s. So on top of that, like I said, the financial blessing has been incredible. So I'm a senior gold ambassador, and it's been an amazing adventure just to be able to go on trips. You know, our company pays for our hotel, like at the leaders retreat. We earned that. Just so many gifts, so many just financial blessings and bonuses and so many things that they offer and they give on top of the financial blessing that you're getting just for helping other people get healthy. And so for us, our financial blessings beyond, you know, the regular paycheck covers our gas, covers car insurance, covers groceries for the month, and other expenses. And so it has been an amazing financial blessing. And this is why I share, because I want to help other people improve their health and improve their finances. And to me, this is part of ministry. This is part of why I do what I do, is because it's truly helping people really recover and reach their fullest potential. And this is why I will not stop sharing. So I pray that this was a blessing to you, and the more is to come. So stay tuned, and God bless.